Today we're exploring Izzet Viceroy in Oathbreaker and seeing what kind of signature spells might pair best with him. For 3 blue-red, he starts at 5 loyalty. +1, look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand and the other into your graveyard. -3, Izzet Viceroy deals damage to target creature equal to the total number of instant and sorcery cards you own in exile and in your graveyard. -8, you get an emblem with, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, this emblem deals 4 damage to any target and you draw 2 cards. So this is a spell slinger Oathbreaker. I really like how the +1 not only gives you card advantage, but feeds the -3. And although that -3 is nice, I wish it could hit players or at least planeswalkers, but it just hits creatures. So let's check out some of the signature spells people are using. Most popular at 12% is Expansion and Explosion. Expansion is a 2-mana instant. Copy target instant or sorcery spell with converted mana cost 4 or less. You may choose new targets for the copy. An Explosion for X blue red is an instant. Deals X damage to any target and target player draws X cards. I think that's Ral in the art, right? On the Explosion side? That probably has something to do with this being the most popular choice. Number 2 at 10% is Izzet Charm, an instant for blue-red. Choose one, counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 2, or Izzet Charm deals 2 damage to target creature, or draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. Just a generically good card, and countering non-creature spells is especially good in Oathbreaker because each opponent has 2 non-creature spells in the command zone. Third most popular signature spell at 8% is Epic Experiment, a sorcery for X blue-red. Exile the top X cards of your library. You may cast instant and sorcery spells with mana value X or less from among them without paying their mana costs. Then put all cards exiled this way that weren't cast into your graveyard. Fourth is Alchemist's Gambit, a sorcery for 1 red, but it does have cleave of 4 blue-red. Take an extra turn after this one. During that turn, damage can't be prevented. At the beginning of that turn's end step, you lose the game. And if you cleave it, you cleave away the losing the game part. I don't know about this one. If you're not planning to cleave it, then we have cheaper mana options. And if we are planning to cleave it, then we also have cheaper mana options. Obviously, the versatility here is nice, but for me, it's a no-go. Next, we've got some options with Proliferate. Contentious Plan, Experimental Augury, and Volt Charge were surprising to see on the list. At first, I didn't really know why anyone would choose these, but I think the idea is you can proliferate up Ral with these to get that -8 even faster. In that case though, I prefer Ripples of Potential, an instant for 2. Proliferate, then choose any number of permanents you control that had a counter put on them this way. Those permanents phase out. You can use this defensively on your opponent's turn when they're attacking Ral. Then we've got a bunch of options like Reverberate, which copy target instant or sorcery spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. These next 2 aren't very powerful, but I like the way that they work in the same way as Ral's -3. Experimental Overload is a sorcery for 4. Create an XX blue and red weird creature token, where X is the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard. Then you may return an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. And Seize the Storm, a sorcery for 5. Create a red elemental creature token with trample, and this creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard, plus the number of cards with flashback you own in exile. Personally though, I like Mizzix's Mastery, a sorcery for 3 and a red, but it has overload of 8, which granted is a lot, but exile target card that's an instant or sorcery from your graveyard. For each card exiled this way, copy it, and you may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. I just love every time I've been able to pull this off overloaded. It's a lot of fun. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. That helps out my channel a lot. Here's a couple more Oathbreaker videos that I think you might like. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.